A very good day to everyone. My name is Shazri Zaidi and my matrix number is 264179. Now I'll be presenting about my part on this report. So the first one is shareholders and auditors. So the shareholders for Hub Sing Consolidated Berhad is Getpo Holding Sdn Berhad, Hub Sing Insurance Services Sdn Berhad, Effin Huang Nominees, and Tan Sri Datuk Sri Panglima Lau Chin Kun. And for the auditor for Hub Sing Consolidated Berhad is Ernest and Young, Chartered Accountants. Moving on to the next part of the presentation, which is the ratio, I will be explaining about the efficiency ratio. So the function of efficiency ratio is to determine how successful a company manage its assets and liabilities. And in the efficiency ratio, there are sub-ratio that need to be explained, which is asset turnover ratio. The function of asset turnover ratio is to determine how well a company uses its asset to generate revenue. So the formula for this ratio is net sales over average total assets. So as you can see in the graph that I provided, in year 2020, the ratio that is 0.34 cents, which is the lowest among the 5 years. So in this case, the best asset turnover ratio is in 2016. With every 1 ringgit asset, the profit was 0.45 cents. And again, the worst asset turnover ratio between the years are in 2020 with 0.34 cents profit of every 1 ringgit asset. Now moving on to the next ratio, which is the average payment period, APP. The function of APP is to measure how long it takes for a business to pay its credit providers. The formula for APP is trade purchase over average account payable divided by 365. So as you can see in the graph below, the years that has the best average payment period is in 2018 with only 73.90 times it takes to pay to its accounts payables, and the worst was in 2020. That is, it take about 103.90 times to pay to the account payable. Now moving on to the last part of my presentation, which is the 5C analysis, and my part is the condition. So in 2020, COVID-19 epidemic impacted the Malaysian palm oil industry. So various movement limitations that occurred, the labor availability as well as the harvesting process activities for Hub Sing Consolidated. So let's move to the next point, which is as the result, one of the sector in Hub Sing Consolidated Berhad, which is the Malaysian palm oil production, fell by 3.6% to 19.4 million tons. The palm oil exports also declined 5.8% in 2019 to 17.40 million tons. But fortunately, the CPO prices recovered in the second half of 2020 as a result of improved demand from the key markets and the strengthening of the competitive vegetable oil plants against a backdrop of declining palm production. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.